12 stolen bases on the season, as that will be the first strike called against him. Didn't take a hack at it. But the closest player behind him has only 4 stolen bases on the season. That one is going to be sent out to left field underneath it, and the grab is made by Bryce Hammond.
Mason, we just went live.
All right, fantastic. Hello and welcome, everyone, to Frontier Community Access Television. We apologize for the technical difficulties. You missed the first inning, which was a good early start for the Green Wave of Greenfield here. 2-0 is the early score in their favor off a couple fielding errors. Well, one fielding error, I'll say, and 2, I guess. Yeah, 2 fielding errors and just some really well-placed hits.
Oh, man.
That will be a ball to Jack Cusson.
So, Mason, we'll have to mention the sponsors later, but that intro that
Yes,
me and you have was probably one of the best intros we've ever done.
Oh, that was great. We were just rolling.
Yep. Just like we do here.
That'll be inside.
Correct me, is it 2-0 or 1-1?
I think it might be 2-0, but I feel like I might have missed a pitch.
That is at least ball 3 or ball 2. So I think it's 2-1. That's my guess.
Well, we can do a quick recap as well. Akoski is on the mound for the Red Hawks this afternoon as a big cut is taken, and that was strike 3.
Yeah, so Mason, what happened there, I mean, you really just got to be heads up. And honestly, it's going to be the battle of the defense.
Yes.
Pitching and hitting are 2 separate completely things.
Yeah, it definitely is. And we saw Frontier's defense fold early, as that will be grounded foul by Durso. He's the 3rd batter up for the Red Hawks. But as we said, I mean, there were 2 errors. A good effort from Drinker in right field, but just couldn't get to the well-placed hit by Ciano in the top of the 1st. And so now they find themselves trailing 2-0. They need to get their bats going, as that will be fair. A slow hopper back to Thomas, and the 3rd out is made as the rain starts to pick up again.
Yep, and I'm going to have to run out to the outfield camera, so good luck, Mason.
I'll wrap up the inning here. So after the first complete inning, we will have a leading score for the Green Wave of Greenfield, 2-0. And we'll reiterate some of the things we talked about in the pregame. Joey Akoski will be taken back to the mound in the top of the 2nd. He let up 2 runs in the top of the 1st inning off of 2 errors and just about, I think it was 1 hit that they had, technically speaking. And Akoski coming into this game has been a pretty solid pitcher for the Red Hawks, 1.90 ERA coming into the afternoon, a cloudy afternoon, I might add, as it still seems to be clearing up off in the distance, but the clouds not moving too much. Warming up on the mound is Akoski, and you might note some of the special jerseys out there for the Red Hawks this afternoon. The red jerseys back from 2013, I was told by Coach Chris Williams. An exciting little throwback for them. The guys were excited for the red sleeveless jerseys. And it does include some number changes on the jerseys for us, but it's keeping them right in separate line on position instead of number, which is usually what we rely on anyways. Not too many big lineup changes for fielding or batting. Porter Hall starting on first base, which he usually has been, but he didn't in the game yesterday. That was against East Hampton, which was a 9-4 win. So both of these teams, the Red Hawks and the Green Wave, are coming into this game off a 2-game win streak. Yes, both of them. And it's a pretty consequential game. It's a league game. Early in the season could set the tone for later on in the stretch. As now we will see up to bat Uriah Jenis. First time facing Akoski this afternoon. He sends this one deep, center left, and Pareda is there making the grab as his hat falls off. A good effort and a lot of ground covered there, but a great take off of the first pitch from Uriah Genis. You got to give him some credit there from the first baseman. Bryce Hammond will be up to bat. We're looking at the bottom three of the order here for Greenfield. That will be low and inside for ball one to Hammond. Hammond manning left field on the defensive end of things for the Green Wave. That will be strike one, right at the letters. Caden James, the catcher, behind home plate. And that's a nice cut taken, but no dice, as it's a pitcher's count, 1-2 for Joey Akoski. And that will be strike three. Caught him looking on that one, and that really has been the MO of Joey Akoski so far this season. Saw a 10 strikeout game earlier in the year, and my apologies personally, I haven't been available for some of the more recent games. Now we're at the batter at the bottom of the order, David Knox, and that is high and inside. He ducks out of the way. That's the right fielder. No special jerseys this afternoon, though, for Greenfield, as that will drift outside, ball two. Akoski's delivery will be grounded back to him. Couldn't get his glove on it. Cussin with the field. The throw is in time. Hall makes another good stretch at first to get the out. 3 up and 3 down for Greenfield. And we'll go to the bottom of the second when we come back. Caleb Thomas marching out back to the mound for Greenfield. 2-0 the score here at Valadin Field as the rain still continues to drizzle down on us. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television. We'll be right back.
Come on, Kaden.
Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. We apologize for the technical difficulties with our camera right now. We'll try and focus on a little bit of radio-style commentary here. Caden James is up to bat, the captain and the catcher for the Redhawks, sporting number 26 this afternoon in the new red jerseys, or old, I should say. So that's ball 2 delivered to him. The first pitch was a ball as well. He's facing Caleb Thomas for the first time this afternoon. James, pretty solid hitter. One of the best on the Redhawks. Now has a big lead in the count against Thomas, 3-0. The delivery will be high for ball 4. Walked him. On a 4-0 count. Well, that's what happens when you come into the game with a .323 batting average. Most hits on the Redhawks as well, and in a 4-way tie for most RBIs at 5. Now it's Henry Drinker, the right fielder, who we saw diving for a catch earlier in the first inning, as that will be popped up shallow center field and will be grabbed by the shortstop. James does not advance as he sits on first. A good take on the first pitch, though, from Henry Drinker, being pretty aggressive. One of the younger players on the team for the Redhawks. just one of 2 freshmen. The other one is Jack Cussin. And right now we'll see Braden Dion up to bat, the third baseman. First delivery on that bat will be a ball. Red Hawks' last chance to score was in the bottom of the first, where they went 3 up and 3 down. So that will be tipped foul behind the catcher. Karen, Cussin, and Durso came up, and they all went out. Without much noise about it. It was a fly out for Karen, a strikeout for Cussin, and a ground out for Durso. Pitcher over to first base. The delivery to Dion will be outside for ball 2. James sitting on first right now. Not much of a base runner, only 1 stolen base so far in the 8 games this season for the Red Hawks. So that will be grounded sharply, a big hop, and they might try and turn the double play here. They got the out at first, and they got it on the other end. James and Dion out as Dion grounded into the double play. And that will retire the side. Greenfield's defense has yet to budge in this game, as we will go back to their top of the order when we come back. Again, we apologize for the technical difficulties on our end, and we are working on them. So when we come back, it will be the leadoff hitter, Chase Zaranik, then Connor Bergeron, and Caleb Thomas facing off against Joe Yakoski. Again, once more, it was 4 batters up and 3 outs made by Greenfield's defense. We'll be back in a few moments. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television. Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. Top of the third here. That will be a low ball to Chase Zaranig. We missed the first pitch here, but we'll see the result of the at-bat in a moment. That will be lined sharply, and an easy grab made. Look at that from Jack Cussin at second base. A line out, making it look easy. Now we're seeing Connor Bergeron, his second time at the plate, and he watches a strike go by him on the first pitch from Joe Yakoski. Rain still coming down, softly but steadily. That will be a 1-1 count now to Connor Bergeron. Second ball there on the delivery from Yakoski. Already longer than his previous at-bat, which was a pop foul to Dion on the very first pitch that he saw. Now he lines that sharply over shortstop and into center left. That will be a base hit for Connor Bergeron. And now Greenfield has another runner on base. Just their second official hit of the game. They could have 2 more, but errors from the Red Hawks infield have soured that mood a little bit.
Yeah, and Mason, we talked about this off air as well, and before we even started the stream, I mean,
Yeah.
errors, like, they are the reason why Frontier is losing this game right now.
Absolutely.
And, you know, these two teams will face again, and I will not be surprised if no matter the outcome of this game, the other team will win.
Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised at all, Tom, as that was a strike delivered to Caleb Thomas. Now he'll line that sharply, and the backhand grab doesn't work out for Austin Durso. It skipped over his glove. Runners held at their respective bases. Runners on first and second now for Greenfield.
Yeah, and Mason, I know, like, it's tough because that is because of the ball. It took a bad hop.
I'll tell you why it took a bad hop, because of the rain that we're having. It changes the ground. It changes how firm the dirt is and the field that we're playing on. And so, besides how inconvenient it is for us covering this game right now, and I suppose the viewers as well, who just have to listen to my voice instead of watching the game as well, it also is actually affecting the outcome of the game, as Durso has had a bit of trouble fielding the ball on a couple of occasions, which, to a certain degree, we can chalk down to the field conditions, as now we'll have a 2-1 count here to Logan Moore, who is the center fielder.
And you know what I'm about to say, Mason. It's a good hitter's count. 2-1 is one of the best hitter's count you can have.
Yeah. He had a ground rule double in his last at-bat, and he fouls that one off into the backstop. Now the count is even. Runners on first and second for him, as Akoski tries to keep the Red Hawks in this game. They already trailed 2-0 after his defense led up 2 runs in the first. He's checking in on second. Now he delivers the pitch.
Nice.
Big cut, and he got him.
Strike 3 swinging Mason, and, Akoski putting the team on his back right now.
Yeah, already 2 strikeouts in the afternoon. Now he's got 2 outs in this top of the third here. Up to bat.
I think it's Lucas Ciano,
Will
right?
be Lucas Ciano.
Yeah.
Yep.
His last at bat, he had a big bomb.
Ooh, that will be high and inside. He ducks out of the way.
Yep, that just got away from Akoski there.
Yeah.
Runners on first and second. You want to get out of this if you're Akoski.
Absolutely.
It'll be good morale boost to get back into the dugout and get the bats going.
That was a good cut taken, but Akoski blasted it by Ciano. The catcher facing a 1-1 count right now.
And Ciano's last at bat, he was 0-2 and he hit a bomb.
Yeah. We'll foul that one back. Now a 1-2 count. He hit that one over to right field, and Drinker noticeably playing a little bit closer to the foul line now, as he couldn't quite get there last time to make a diving catch.
Yeah, and I heard the whistle from Coach Williams. He wanted them to move over. So.
Yep. That one's going to be hopped over. Dion makes the grab.
Oh, my gosh.
The throw in
Wow.
time. Oh, another beautiful connection from third over to the first. Dion is on point today, and so is Porter Hall.
Mason, what a great defensive way. And use that morale boost. Go get the bats going in the dugout. That's the way to do it. Akoski put his team on the back, got it. 1 strikeout there. And who else but that nice shortstop to play to Porter Hall at first.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it was the off-speed pitch, too. So
Yeah. Defense starting to look a little bit better for the Red Hawks, but now they got to get their offense going, as they will look to their leadoff hitter here in the third, which will be their designated hitter and captain, Colin West. Brady Pareto and Porter Hall to follow him here at the bottom of the order for the Red Hawks. They haven't put up more than 3 batters in 1 inning so far, as they face Caleb Thomas for the 3rd inning in a row now. He's been very solid and is holding on to both a shutout and a no-hitter. When we come back, it will be the bottom of the third, as the Red Hawks will try and climb back into this game as they trail the Green Wave of Greenfield 2-0 here at home. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television.